Hello, and welcome back to Lila Plays on the Edge server. I want to figure out these walls so badly, and you know what? Core happens to be available right now. Core is actually getting on, so I can have brain cells to bounce ideas off of. So let's go find him and see what ideas we can get from him. It's been a while. Welcome back.
It has. Hi. Wow, this place has grown.
Welcome to the tiny build.
So tiny.
Yeah. Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
Well, the road itself isn't netherite. It's
Wait.
just, it has bits of netherite.
Are you... Really?
Yeah. No!
What?
But since we
Why not?
because I harvested that and put it in there. Leave my cinnamon rolls alone.
I like cinnamon rolls. They're tasty.
I can get you some other ones that aren't from my road.
I mean, I don't
See,
need
look,
them. I just...
but
yeah.
like, see, it's pretty because when you put it in the chipped, like the chipped is just a really pretty that goes well with the rest of this. So
Sure.
I think it works well. And I mean, like,
I mean,
look
you're
at
also
that.
building a base in the nether, so...
Yeah, there's a special kind of crazy.
Yep.
So I need to work on my rooms down here. That's a later issue. I'm upstairs.
Rooms? I mean, it's just one giant open area.
Yeah, that's part of the problem is I need to make rooms. I'm toying around with a few things. This is like a little shoji type room that I'm thinking might work for some of my zone.
Okay.
And then upstairs, this is such a low level, like literal low level area. I need to figure out what in the world I'm doing. I'm not sure yet.
Make a maze.
Oh god, it's going to be amazing. I guarantee you Red is going to complain about it.
I could just walk right through the walls. It'd be great.
That's cheating. All right, so if you come in this side all the way over to here, this is how this hallway looks.
Okay.
I like the way this one works with like the shojis here and everything. I do need to keep the shojis on those two at least. This part here I could switch over to be the sandstone as well if I wanted to for these last bits of wall. Because this is part of the roof area and I could do this as sandstone for these 1, 2, 3, 4 bits here. I could do that.
Okay.
Not sure it's good enough for me right now, with the exception of if I go over this way on the stairs, it's
Ooh.
like, yeah. So I'm debating if I want to make at least this back area sandstone and solid so you can't fall. I'm not sure if that'd be a little too much. But this hallway actually is the one that has been giving me grief. Because if you go on this side, we have, this is, you know, kind of poking out, and then this is kind of like recessed and everything. On this side, I added this extra pillar so I could try to have my light centered. But this, I just... Like, I added this back and added this over here to try to give it center, but the hallway itself just feels horribly off. I could very easily block off this hallway and make this like a side storage area or something.
I mean, another thing you could do for a hallway like this, because it's sort of weird. I don't have the block there, but you can do more like fake walls or extended walls. Like, is this... Actually, I want to make sure I'm not doing a vein mining. Okay, so you don't have... it's supposed to be wood. Oh, that's why. You don't have enough right now, but you could do like this on this side.
Mm-hmm.
And so on the other side,
Oh.
To make, I mean, your wall's thicker, but you won't notice it when you're there. And that way you can balance it more. It does mean on this side you probably, like over here, you might want to make the shoji come out more, so then this could stick out more, and then you could have like one more right there in there, like that way it's
Here, if I toss those at you.
Yeah. Perfect. So what you could do then is, wait, no.
Yeah, is to figure out like what's the way to put these down.
This would be like that and then that.
And doing that all the way up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do these on this hallway, but that's okay.
Wouldn't be able to do what on the whole? Oh yeah, over there. You have to do the top a little different.
That's okay if it means it actually balances more.
Yeah, but then you'd get that balance you want to go for.
And then
the shoji almost looks more like block wall. In a sense.
And then doing these kind of like doing the shoji like this on the side as well.
Yeah.
Reckon?
But if you want to have the balance of these coming out, you could do that. It's just you're doubling resources though.
I mean, we've put this much effort into the tiny build. What's a little bit more?
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to do, if your concern is having this small hallway have that feel of the same, like the pillars on the these pillars here, I think that's the way to do it.
I think that's a great idea. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I knew if I had someone else's perspective, it would be like oh, this would work kind of a thing. But because I've been looking at it for so long and trying to figure it out and just totally making myself go in circles, I was like, I know I need a fresh perspective.
Yep.
Because I was just absolutely losing my marbles over this, and it was a thing. It was a thing, Core. I
totally get it.
So that was in of itself right there super helpful.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
I greatly appreciate. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I actually really like that. Yeah, that works.
Good. That could totally work. And then, yeah, I mean, if you're looking for just ways to decorate other rooms, especially when you get, like, you can just do hallways like this, which works. But if you're trying to find something for rooms,
yeah, because I'm gonna have this hallway here, and then I'm thinking like this one to here to here. All this will be either 4 separate rooms, like each of these is a quadrant, or all of this is a space, and I could take out the center pillar if I need to. I really needed having a second perspective, and that was fabulous. Thank you. Yeah. And this meant you got to come in and see the tiny build from the inside.
It is quite impressive, especially the tree. Wow.
Thank you. I love and hate trees right now because I still need to finish this one, and I have another one I need to build up front, and I'm just like, I'm putting this off right now. So it just makes me happy.
Awesome.
But thank you.
Yep.
Okay, well, this gives me some great ideas. I do need to think if I'm going to do this on this outer area, how that will look in comparison to all that. Or if maybe I want to do something with this for the outer area over here specifically, and then do inner rooms that kind of tie into this or not. I'm not sure, but this is a good starting point for those. And now I know what I need to do to finish this hallway. This is fantastic, and I'm pretty sure, yes, I can just take this and just move this over, and that will be that. Oh, that is fantastic. Now, I do need to think about what that means for this section. I'm thinking for this section, that's going to have to be... Goodness gracious. Like... something that... It's kind of like that, which pulls into here a bit, but... Maybe somewhere there... That goes into there a bit. Like, I need to figure out what entirely this little section is going to look like. This here is a later me problem. I can work on to this part of me problem. This is a lot quicker and easier to work with. I don't think I have to worry about stuff spawning in back there in the dark. I hope not. Kind of awkward if there is. Oops. I think I'll do the stairs, and I might go ahead and do the purple trapdoor on the sides. Just because that does help tie in with some other areas a bit. Like that might work. And maybe do it up here on the sides as well. I think that would tie together nicely. Okay, that I think will work. That works well enough that it ties in and yet it's still slightly different. Yeah, I think that'll work. This is going to be not horrible fun, but it'll work well enough. I don't care. I just need to get a lot more dragon tree wood because apparently I'm going to be blazing through this even more than I thought I was. So that's going to be a thing. And for the sake of how that looks, yeah, worth it. Absolutely worth it. I'm really glad we had Core come over and give some perspective on it because that helps so much. I knew having another person come and look at things would help, and I just wasn't anticipating it being such a simple, oh yeah, this is all it is. Boom, done. Hurrah, huzzah. Double check. Yeah, this is what I'm going to need to do. So this is going to be an interesting thing. Very interesting thing, because I need to pull this pillar out to here. For that, right there. Great. That works well. Like, all is good. Oh, hallelujah. Core has saved my sanity today. Let's get this thing done and finish up the hallway as we were talking with Core and reevaluate at that point. Okay, confession time. I don't remember for the life of me why we had these open this way. I cannot figure out why we did this. Was this a mistake? Was this on purpose? I have no idea. It kind of bugs me though. I'm really contemplating having a grand stairwell coming out from this area and up, or a grand stairwell coming from like over here and up and up. But to do that, this just doesn't make sense. Like that, I don't know what we were doing. I might fill this in, potentially. I feel like having a grand stairway coming up to here would be fabulous, personally. But if I do that, maybe it would come up to this area. Or I could come up to this one, I suppose. Actually, all my stairs currently are going this direction. So maybe it'd be fun to have stairs going this direction and have it coming up this way. Which, if I have stairs going up that way, yeah, that might work well. Then I should maybe refigure out this zone, huh? That would make sense to refigure out. I could potentially ignore this or get to that sooner rather than later. Tell me don't have it there. It should be in here. Stairs. If I did stairs, they'd have to be from there all the way down, and I feel like that's going to be a smidgen of a ways. I don't have a throwaway block. We're going to use this as a throwaway block. just so we can eyeball approximately what level of insanity stairs will be for me. There's a personal level of, well, that's not so bad. Okay, this will need to get solid though. I will need to have that fully. I could do stairs going up this way. I changed that out. That I think was a very good choice. I still need to actually finish these up here too, don't I? I'm feeling like there's a lot of things I need to get done. So I think we're just gonna jump into a time lapse and see just how much I can accomplish in one go. Ready, set, go. I finished all that because I realized I had not actually completed. It was the open air and I needed to get that finished. So I have that all completed and I think that works very well. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I have rough ideas for the top, but the rough ideas for the top are kind of not with the anticipation of the open air that it currently is. So I might plan when I'm working on the tree necks to fluff it kind of over, like the branches over to some of that and just kind of hide a little bit more of it from sight. So I feel like if I hide some of it from sight, it's a little more forgiving than what it currently is. Yeah. I'm gonna do stairs here. And after I do the stairs there, I need to kind of stop and rethink some of the other stuff over in this zone and what I'm gonna do along there. Because honestly, the more I think about certain bits and how this was originally made and designed, this really should have come in closer. But no, we're not doing that. So I'm trying to think of what we're gonna do because the original design had it closer and obviously we're not doing that. And so I need to figure out where I'm gonna put shojis or walls to kind of close off some of this and how much of it I want to leave open air to the tree. I am thinking I'm going to change out a lot of the floor, at least on my half. I'm gonna talk to Cobalt and maybe do it on the other half. If I go with the block that's in my mind, that's gonna be a lot and I'm a little nervous about that, but we'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, I like the idea of having some areas where we have the walls like this or the shojis like that. I just need to figure out if I'm gonna do like one level is shoji, one level is wall, or if I'm alternating, and if so, what and where. That is a thing, because I like the way those look a lot. I also like the way these look a lot, but also I feel like this is an overwhelming amount of the purple and Pithidandron with the Tanene. So I'm not entirely sure. I could change this and have this be open, but I like this as like shoji doors for this part at least. I'm tempted. I might swap this out to match that. If I do that, I might swap out this one as well. Not sure about this one. I'm very fond of that. But also part of my problem is I don't want it to just be hallways. I want there to be rooms. And this one I think does need to be either the shoji or a wall and have this open air area be some sort of like garden-esque scene maybe. Okay, I have my stairs in place. I made all that solid for me and for Cobalt. I'm not married to the idea of this right now, but it's coming along. It's coming along. It's good. I'm keeping this for the moment just because I don't know what else to do instead. I have this. It goes through. I have a wall here now. I have a wee bit of a room, which because this might become a lounging room, a room for rest, not for sleeping and not for beds. So you want some privacy. And so I have this on this side to make it a little bit more private-esque. without it being closed walls and without losing the pattern we have here. And then on this one is just another little room that's going to be for resting. I might actually open this up and make it like there's a little storage back there that's accessible. Or I might change this completely out and make it a solid wall as well. I'm leaning towards making it a solid wall. I'm gonna sleep on it tonight and we'll see from there. And this one, this is a narrower one. So this might not be a resting one. This might be like a little storage room. I was gonna say maybe a little book library area, but who wants a library area that's this small? Come now. But maybe this will be like a tall library with some shelves in it or something and like a ladder. I think we'll keep this part open and maybe I'll add some sort of greenery or life along the edges, some sort of garden-esque thing. Maybe. I'm also debating on keeping this open or closing this as well. I like the look of this open when I'm down there, but it might be good to have this for extra walking around space. If I close this, I'll need to close all that. And I'm really not so sure I want to do all that extra stuff just yet. I need to know exactly what my rooms are looking like before I close more areas, because if I close areas, Cobalt needs to close areas if we're keeping it balanced. I'm not so sure about that idea. So we're going to sleep on this and figure it out tomorrow. Okay, you guys, I kind of got carried away, so I'm going to show you. This is the stairs that I changed up. And now I have some rooms I'll need to fill in at some point. I've just been spending a whole bunch of time over here. I moved lanterns up here. I added this here. I'm having so much fun. This is a beautiful area to me. I'm loving it. I still need to figure out a few things for like the walls I can put up here. Maybe something I can put here. I have this stuff here for the moment, but I need to add like a plant to that. Something up here. Fill in back here with barrels or something. I don't even know what. I have these little rooms that I'm going to toss a bunch of stuff in to give them life and everything, but I have this hallway that I'm loving. I'm not entirely sure about this pattern on the edge, but I was having fun and that's just what happened. I ended up extending both my side and Cobalt's. Oops. So I extended this on my side, that on his side. Kept a little bit over here, added that fence work. I just tossed this grass in here. We all know grass is not beautiful in the Nether. I'm probably going to change this out. Maybe not to the exact same stuff I'm doing out front, but maybe even if it's just to moss or something. And I might do a smaller tree of some sort here. I don't want it to be the exact same as that one. I kind of think I want it to be something different. I'm not entirely sure. At the very least, it's gonna be flowers. I'm thinking a tree would be a good focal point. You guys, I'm having so much fun. I didn't think adding walls to this build was going to be as entertaining as it has been to me, but it's nice to see something other than the scaffolding. So, which gives me the dilemma of I need to figure something else for up there areas, which I can't really do walls, I don't think. Maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe there'll be walls up there and I'll just have, I don't know, warp plates from here to there. That could be a thing. Nope. Why is it that whenever they shoot at me and I shoot back, they decide to nope out because they don't want to get hit? It's so rude. Ugh. So, I'm having an idea about making this a cleaning lady storage area. Currently, it's completely closed for the outside, but if I put a warp plate in there, oh man. I wish I could do warp plates across the different dimensions, but I can't warp plate this as a cleaning area zone to my place at Red's. And honestly, it's been a while since I've been there, and I'm trying to remember what I had for the decor, but maybe I'll tie that together and I'll make that behind me a cleaning lady zone for the Nether, and I'll maybe mirror it to what I've done over at Red's. Okay, actually, I like this idea. So if I make this a cleaning lady zone with a warp plate, I could put a warp plate in here. And then, I don't know where I'll put the other warp plate. Maybe somewhere up there or somewhere where people aren't going to stumble across it. Because it needs to be nether to nether, overworld to overworld, end to end, that kind of a thing. So maybe I'll do that. Let me go over to Red's and double check. It's been a while since I have been at my break room. If I go to the break room, then I can see what I did there and I can imitate that. This way or this way? This way? No. Is it this? Yeah! This way, I'll be able to actually see what... Okay. I have spruce up there. Have snacks. What to do? Do not abuse my hospitality. I'm the cleaning lady! Is that the same as hospitality? Oh, she left me a bet. You know, I'm pretty sure it doesn't count as hospitality when I work for my employer, but maybe that is hospitality. I'm not so sure about what the Skullcapire laws are and rules of things, but apparently this is a thing now. I think I'll have to call my episode here, behind bars, and I'll see if I can convince Red to let me out, or, I mean, I don't know. Are we allowed to break things in our employer's domain? I feel like that's not a wise idea. So we'll call it here. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you have any ideas on the rules and laws of Skullcapire hospitality, I would be very grateful. I will see you guys next time. Bye!